Nisha, and this is my channel, Lose Your Veganity, where I show you tips and tricks on how to live a more compassionate life for the earth, the animals, and yourself. So if any of that interests you, go ahead and click that subscribe button to lose your veganity. It doesn't hurt at all, and it only takes a second. So today is another installment in my 12 days of recipe series, and we're gonna make one of my favorite things, mashed potatoes. I love mashed potatoes so much, like garlicky, buttery, delicious, amazing, but let's be honest, mashed potatoes have so much freaking butter in them, usually. But I grew up eating mashed potatoes with milk in them, and coincidentally, plant milk is oil-free and very low calorie. If you are trying to just eat mashed potatoes as much as I am trying to eat a more healthy kind of garlicky, chivey mashed potatoes, these are creamy and golden, fluffy, they reheat great, so if you want to meal prep them, that's a great idea. And tomorrow I'm going to be having a gravy recipe that is also oil-free, so I think you guys will really enjoy that. And if you have to bring any side dish or something to a Christmas party, holiday party, and you're like, I'm vegan, no one else is, what am I gonna bring? These are great. Mashed potatoes aren't scary and they don't taste vegan or any different. Of course, I always am a huge advocate that if you are cooking for omnivores, meat-eating peoples, I would put in a little oil just because omnivorous taste buds are used to a little more oil and a little more salt, but that's just my pro tip if you're taking this somewhere. And you can always add that in at the end. So let's find out how we make these mashed potatoes.
First, start off with 5 to 8 scrubbed and washed Yukon Gold potatoes and cut them into quarters. Ooh, magic. Oops. In a large pot of boiling water, boil your potatoes for 25 to 30 minutes or until they are buttery tender. While your potatoes are cooking, chop up your chives. I like using my kitchen shears rather than a knife for small, fresh herbs. Your potatoes will probably still be cooking after that, so sauté the large 6 cloves of minced garlic with a little water or veggie broth in the pot you plan on mashing your potatoes in. When your garlic has browned and your potatoes are buttery soft, now it's time to add your 1.5 cups of almond milk or plant milk, whatever you want. Now you can combine your milk and your garlic and your potatoes. Mash them a little bit, but mostly stir them so that your potatoes don't get grainy or gluey. You want them to be fluffy. Don't like overly mash them. You want them just gentle mash. Be nice. When they start to get creamy, this would be the best time to add your 1.5 teaspoons of salt. Now, depending on how many and how big your potatoes are, you might have to add a little more splashes or a little less splashes of plant milk, most likely more, and they should be creamy and rich and delicious without any butter. And then you can mix in your chives. I just sprinkled them on top just because it looks good on camera. I would suggest mixing them in and then sprinkling them on top right before you're about to serve, so you get that chive in every bite and it looks really good. And that's it. Look at these sexy potatoes, and be sure to tune in tomorrow to see how I make my oil-free gravy. It is so good on top of these.
Alright guys, I hope you like this recipe. It is so yummy and I'm excited for you guys to try it out on your own. I hope this makes you excited to be well on your way to eating more plants and losing your veganity, and I'll see you next time tomorrow in my oil-free gravy video. How exciting. Bye!
They're red, they're white, they're brown. They get that way underground. There can't be much to do. So now they have blue ones too. We don't care what they look like, we'll eat them any way they can fit on our plate. Every way we can conjure to heat them. We're delighted and think they're just great. Potato, 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 potato.